I did 2 videos already, but I want to do a more, well, fitting one. Past the slideshow on my tribute, it just didn't feel completed to me. So I'm gonna redo it, not as a Phantom of Darkness, instead as myself. Oh boy, Frannie the Rottweiler. Frannie meant a lot to me, and I do not give a damn what anyone else says. But I'm gonna show the slideshow again. Here it is.
Now I know you're safe here in my heart. You will always be with me. We'll never be apart.
Never knew how strong my love could be. You're the one I've waited for. Now you're home. I believe love survives beyond our lives.
I feel those ties growing stronger.
Growing stronger.
Love survives the tears we cry. Yes, love,
Yes, love
survives it all. Love survives it all.
Even when we want to run and hide, love comes in to pull us through from deep inside.
Oh, the
The magic
has made us who we are.
who we are.
Don't you see we've come so far? Take my hand, you made me understand. Love survives beyond our lives. I feel those ties growing stronger.
Growing stronger.
Love survives the tears we cry. Yes, love.
Yes, love
Survives it all. Love survives Love survives beyond our lives. Oh, I feel those ties growing strong.
growing stronger.
Love survives the tears we cry. Yes, love.
Yes, love
Survives it all. Love survives it all. Love survives it
On March 9th, 2018, Frannie the Rottweiler passed away of a leg tumor at age 12. I'm going to share my little story about the dog. I want to redo this due to the fact I wasn't very happy with the first video about the dog. You know, the one I uploaded before the tribute was even made. Hell, it was the day she died. It's time to do this properly. If I decide to show my face in this video, which I already am, I'm reading this off of my phone. Hope that'll sit well with you. October 31st, 2005, best holiday ever, marks the birth of Frannie the Rottweiler. I do not believe I have any pictures of her puppy form, but the ones being shown on screen are the youngest of her days. There I am, shirtless in my swim trunks at age, well, I don't actually remember. But as a little kid, she was the best. I remember going on to later years and being bullied a lot by other kids. She was, as sad as it is to say, at one point, the only thing on planet Earth I believe that loved me, do them jamokes who need to be slapped with a baseball bat. Back on track, Halloween is the day I always loved, and Frannie's birth added to it. We had another dog, Zafira. Ironically, I've never heard of anyone named Zafira, but she was also pretty special. Before I go on about the past of my life, I must... popcorn. I must focus on 2 specific nights and days. March 8th, 2009, or March 8th and 9th of 2018. The day I got home from school, I went to see her. Mom gave her a bath, and I knew how seizure-like her legs were. Then therefore all chance of her living tomorrow or not. She was seeing with that. It was the first time I'd ever seen her walk in a very long time. I went down there. What's about to flash on screen are my last pictures with her. I gave her one last peanut butter and then sat down there and cried for 15 minutes. Or for minutes, just minutes, maybe not 15, but I don't know if I can keep it together saying this, but so was she. My brother, Lucas, has tried to convince me it was because of the pain she was already suffering through, which is true. But still, she was looking very depressed and never cried that hard ever since my grandma died. I hate to admit it, but yes. Walking away for the last time was one and only true word. Hell. Because it was just as painful walking away. I sat with her for minutes and finally got up and walked out. I was never seeing her again. Ever. Till the afterlife. The next day, school was normal till lunch. Luke texted me, basically the dog died in code words. Didn't say that directly. Didn't really say anything about the dog. Then my mom texted me. We were keeping in touch, and we were seeing how she was doing. Frannie is now dead. The only thing that probably cared about my existence is dead. I know I have 100 subscribers, or getting there, but she was someone I could see any day. Now, never again. The last time I've seen her is in a dream. A young bearded man in a pickup truck opens the door, and coming out was a dog. That was the day after she died. Ever since, all I've ever done is dream about her. Her life is over. She isn't done with me. When I got home, I was okay. I sat on the couch. No one was home. Cat, we just call Cat, or Skinny, or Ed, or Scar, and I had a small moment together. I cried for a minute. He looked at me funny. All cats have a twisted sense of personality. I honestly feel bad as hell for that cat, since I've come to learn he's been hit by a car or truck, and limping every day of his life. He'll get better eventually, but I heard him, really scream while filming. Back on track. I didn't really want to go to school in fear of failing to keep together when I found out she died. Well, my next class was Mr. Remford's class. These classes are one thing I love about school. Constantly struggling to pull through. Can't help but continuously think about her. You're one of the only ones to actually care about my existence, or so I thought. You do have a brother and sister, and parents who have been married since the early 1980s, and a grandma and relative. You can't forget about friends. That's why my pal Jacob's here, and Alex. They've helped me make the company Surround Productions. Don't judge me, I call it the company. I had another dog die last year, the aforementioned Saphira, February 13th, 2017. One day before Charles Schultz in 2000. For the uninitiated, he was a guy, I believe, who made Charlie Brown. And 2 days before Don Adamson, my grandpa, passed away at 88 or 89 of natural causes. He was a World War II Navy veteran, just thought I'd throw that out there. He was also the second husband of other member of Surround Productions, Arlene. She was the one who told Dale Fester to do a striptease. Woohoo! But it's very unfortunate he also died 10 years after my other grandpa I never knew. Well, pretty much never knew, Cal. Although he had an April death. And he served in the World War II Army Corps. But, back to Frannie. I'm gonna go back a little to the first day I no longer had her. My brother and I went to Culver's. And then I think somewhere else. I'll try to get him to say something to add on to the video. If I can't, well, oh well. But he's kind of camera shy. He's not entirely, but he's not going to turn down something as long as it has a meaning and as long as he agrees with it. Usually, but we went to his house. He gave me this thing. Why didn't I grab this thing? I think it looks like a mini coffin. But what it's for, I'm about to get to. Who gave me this? In order to store color. As I've said before, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not over her death. I can't pass it on. She served as a very needed part of my life, and I regret not doing a video with her. Now, the only way to make her return is the way I've been doing it. I wish I could get over it, but I can't. Felt like she's the only one who even cared about me. Bullies and jackasses made sure of that. But I've come to realize I do have ones who care and love and want me. I need myself to see my future, become a writer, an actor. I have parents, siblings, members, teachers, friends, and a dog who needs me. 2. A wolf man who I usually call Wolfie needs me. He always jumps at the door and wants me to come see him. Only so he can have fun mutilating me. He's just playing around. He's a great dog. He didn't really care for Frannie, but he's a great dog. To come to a close, Frannie is a dog I wish I could have forever. But I can't. She's not living anymore. It's time to move on. But I'm not doing it in seconds. My best friend was a dog, so I had no friends at one point, or I felt that way. I want to achieve popularity of an actor, a writer. I can't just be a user on YouTube. I need to be an actor and a writer. Professional wrestling is another thing I'm after. I don't want to spend the rest of my days working at Walmart and die as nobody, but getting shot by an AK-47 in a massacre. I don't want to die as nobody at all. If I want to die, it's when I'm 99 years old and can't tell left from right. I have many people I'm working for. I'm trying to put on a show. I'm trying to entertain you. Not right now, but I'm trying to share my creativity. I want to be appreciated. This thing keeping my will alive. I can't just be a useless jamoke. Without Frannie, I know if I was any more upset, I would have possibly hurt myself. But what is that one thing I have? You know, it starts with an S. Sanity. I pulled through. I didn't lose it. I could have chose to done that, therefore Surround Productions wouldn't have even came to existence. When I was a kid, I never even had suicidal thoughts. Which is what I'm getting at is I could have, if I wasn't smart. If I didn't know I had ones who needed who I needed and needed me, Frannie was one of them. In fact, she was one of the ones who got me to realize I needed to be around. She ran to me first when we were picking out the dog. That's why she became ours. Now without her, I could just lose my own merits and say, I can't live anymore. My life means nothing. And take the coward's way out. But I won't, and I wouldn't. I'm not gonna lose any mental standards over anyone. Now to conclude, Frannie is my dog. She's the one who helped me pull through my social life, sort of giving me inspirations in all sorts. I loved, and I still love her. She was helpful to have around. Goodbye, my girl. Please note that I stayed up writing this, and I even cried doing so. I want you to know I do all this stuff for a reason. I miss Frannie within reason. Everyone misses a dead relative for a reason. My brother misses Grandpa for... well, I'm not exactly sure what he did to help him out. I know they were very close. I miss Grandpa. I miss Grandma for being there and making cookies. I miss Frannie for keeping me alive, loving me, for a lack of another term, and keeping my reputation to live on.